Hello everyone, this is your monthly March 2019 Tarotscope, and this is specifically for your sun sign. If this doesn't resonate with you, this could be potentially a stronger message for a different sign, but I really do hope that this brings you inspiration, motivation, or some sense of enlightenment for this month. And be sure to check me out on Instagram, Ruby Readings, for weekly tarot scopes as well as daily motivation. Thank you. All right, this is going to be for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and this is for March 2019. And I'm just going to go ahead and pull one card from each deck. To hopefully give you a little bit of insight of what this month will be like for you. All right. One card from the love advice. Give you a little bit of insight for the month. All right, and then we have one focus card. All right, here we go. Okay, so we have strength in the reverse. So basically, I think that this month you will be tested on your strength physically as well, but also internally. I feel like the strength, when it's upright, we have somebody who's very nurturing, who is very compassionate, who doesn't or isn't here to tame others and isn't going to, try to have a sense of control over situations or other people. And I feel that when it comes in the reversal, it means that you're trying to do this. You're trying to go against nurturing qualities and the strength to be compassionate towards others and to, not come off as like somebody who is manipulative or just trying to dominate or take, like I said, tame other people or tame situations. Sometimes it's not in your hands or in your control to do that. So I think that this month you really need to work on how your journey has been and how you have learned lessons in this life to move forward, and where have you gained the most strength in your life, right? So I think it's about remembering your qualities as an individual and how you can progress in life with that, and not focus on your failures or focus on the things that you're not good at, right? You kind of have to remind yourself that you are somebody who is courageous and has the ability to move forward despite challenges, right? So with your focus card here, you have spiritual law of attraction. So I feel like it's about manifesting this month for you. You like attracts like. So if you've ever watched The Secret on Netflix, I highly recommend it. But it really talks about how you have the ability to attract in your life what you want. So focus on your manifestation power and how you can bring that to light. This could be in love, in career, in finances, or personal situations. Like if you've been wanting to start your own business, do you have the strength to move forward? Do you have the strength to look to see how you can find or get the resources to do that, right? So I think everything right now is in your mind, and remembering that thoughts are so powerful. And if you have the strength to try to find this inner strength, right? If you have I mean, it's all about how you think about it, right? So if you're sitting there and you're like, I can't do this, I can't do this, then spiritual law of attraction says that you're not going to have the resources to make that happen. You're not going to be able to get what your long-term goal is. So I think it's very, very important that you remember how powerful your thoughts are. Pay attention to the red flags. So this is your love advice. So I feel that you're not paying attention to the big picture here. And I think that there could be somebody trying to manipulate you or tame you or have a sense of control over you. And I think it's time for you to take off these blinders, because I don't think that you're getting what you want. So let's just say you're in a relationship, you're coupled, or you're married. Pay attention to the red flags is indicating that you really need to be more aware of the situations in your relationships and see what the big picture is. Like, are you neglecting, or are you trying to like turn to the side so you don't really see what's going on, right? Sometimes when I see this and the Strength in reverse, it's kind of like you're trying to go down a certain path, but then your spouse or your significant other is trying to distract you from going down that path. And so you kind of put these blinders on and you're walking around that way. And like every time you're trying to get closer to that route, it doesn't work for you. It doesn't happen. And I think it's because you have to just stop for a moment and take off the blinders and really see what the overall picture is, like what's really happening. If you're completely single or casually dating, the pay attention to the red flags is saying, don't be like dumb. Pay attention. Like if you meet somebody and right off the bat they're like giving you excuses, they're not texting you back, or they're not even giving you the time of day, like why are you even trying? Like ignore that and move on, right? Like thank you, next. But really I feel that you put yourself in your own situations, and I think that there's a sense of taking responsibility for your actions and also taking responsibility for the excuses that you're putting for yourself romantically. So if you keep going back to the same person, like nobody's doing that to you, you're doing it to yourself. You're the one that isn't aware of what's happening, or you're just simply choosing to ignore it. But with the spiritual law of attraction, you're being indicated here to like sit down and ask yourself, like, what do I want this month? Like, what do I want to attract to me? Like, what do I deserve? What am I worthy of having? And really have the strength and the courage to take that path, even if that means you have to take off blinders and you might have to distance people, or you might have to put your foot down, right? So I think like, the card says the signs are cautioning you, and like you're not even paying attention. So, I think that paying attention to signs here and there, like it's very important to kind of live that way, because you will be advised by your spirit guides, your angels, like what to do next. But don't be so naive. And I think like, you have to be very aware. Like, it's funny because in this picture, this girl here, she's got spirit here, like indicating, like giving them signs of, pay attention. And like this person is just like, what? Like, I don't see it. And so I think that you're already aware, you're just not even like tuning in. So I feel that this month for the water signs, it might be a little heavy in the sense that you might doubt yourself, or you might feel like you don't really know how to go about certain situations. And remember, we are in Mercury retrograde, which means that the communication is going to be horrible. There's going to be misunderstandings. But don't be dishonest, and don't allow others to be dishonest with you, because remember that the law of attraction brings you what you're thinking. So I do believe very heavily in karma, and if you are the person that is giving off red flags, then that will come back to you. So don't ignore that. But also, you know, convince yourself that you are worthy of having something really good in your life, whether it's in career or love or whatever it is, and really start to tune into that and bring that towards you, because you deserve it. You know, there's no reason for you to be settling or to be complacent in this life when you have so many resources and so many opportunities that will be given to you if you just open up a little bit, okay? So I hope that this helps, and I send you so much love and so much light.